There's someone new on America's longest-running children's TV show.
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
Say hello to the newest Muppet on Sesame Street. That is Julia on the right. She has red hair, green eyes, and she has autism. Julia will help raise awareness and promote inclusion when she joins the show next month.
Let's bring in Paul Louden, author of the book Behind the Locked Door, Understanding My Life as an Autistic. Paul, thanks for being with us. What's it like for you to see a character like this on Sesame Street?
This is huge because so often autistic characters are either the butt of jokes or are a life lesson, but not really a person. And I feel, reading about what Sesame Street's doing, that they're going to treat Julia as a whole character rather than just a plot point to teach lessons.
Paul, do you think that this is going to help children better understand other children with autism?
I think so. I think that just being aware that we with autism exist, and being aware that you can see us as people and not just, something to worry about, is going to make a world of difference in how all of these children grow up.
You've said that there's some problems with how autism is currently seen in the media. What do you mean by that?
Often there's two types of autistic character. There's the one that is not officially autistic, but everyone says, well, he probably has Asperger's. Someone like Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory, where their weird behaviors are often the butt of jokes. They're laughing at them, but not with them. And that sort of trivializes our experience in the world. Or there's characters where it is the core of the story, but not them as a person the core of the story, but rather how the people around them deal with their autism. So having someone who is a person living their own life and just happens to have autism can really change the conversation.
Paul, the number of children diagnosed with autism has risen at an alarming rate. In the 70s and 80s, 1 in every 2,000 children was diagnosed with autism. Now 1 in every 150 8-year-olds or so is somewhere on the autism spectrum. What is this rise due to?
So there's a lot of debate as to what the rise is due to, and there aren't clear answers yet. My feeling is the most likely reason for the rise is just that we understand the disorder a lot better. We're seeing a lot more understanding of what it looks like in a high-functioning individual who's verbal. In the past, diagnosis was primarily the extremely low-functioning, the nonverbal, the people who needed extreme support. So we're just getting a lot better at recognizing it and helping people deal with it. So I think, there's just a lot of factors into how we spot it, how we identify it, that really make the diagnosis rate so much higher.
Paul, I have a 3.5-year-old who absolutely adores Sesame Street, and when she and I have the inevitable conversation about Julia, who is autistic, and she tries and asks, she'll ask a lot of questions, but what does that mean? What do I need to know? What's the best way to respond to her, in your mind?
In my mind, it's just to focus on the idea that people are different, and autism means that some people have different ways of dealing with emotions, stress, or life experiences. Sometimes, where you might keep something on the inside, they put it on the outside, or if you might put it on the outside, they keep it on the inside. And so listen to other people and, help them be who they want to be.
Paul Louden, again, he's the author of the book Behind the Locked Door, Understanding My Life as an Autistic. Paul, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome.
Huge step there,
That's amazing. It's great and terrific for Sesame Street to be doing this. So,
David, have I got a story for you?
Oh, no.
Because I know you love the animal stories.
I do love animals.
And this is about camels.
I'm not a big fan of camels, but